Om Shanti. Today, 24 August 2023, Baba says, Sweet children, only by having unadulterated remembrance your stage become unshakable and immovable. Make such effort that you remember nothing but the one Father. Question for today's Murli is, what service does Shiv Baba do and what is that you children have to do? Answer. At the conference age, Shiv Baba removes all soul from the graveyard. That is, he does the service of purifying souls, who by becoming body conscious and become impure. You children have to become lighthouse and together with the Father show everyone the way to the land of peace and the land of happiness. Let there be liberation in one eye and liberation in life with the other eye. Song. Who created this play and then hid himself away? Om Shanti. In fact, this song belongs to the path of devotion. There is definitely someone. This praise belongs to you. You children understand very clearly that it is the Father who does everything. He is Karan Karavan Har. Sikh people sing his praise a great deal because their religion is new, where that religion is very old. They remember Ik Omkar, God is one, an oval image. Baba has also explained the meaning of Om very clearly, whereas they give a very long and complicated explanation. I tell you that I, the Supreme Soul, am the resident of the Supreme Abode. I do not take birth, you take rebirth. The Father sits here and introduces himself to you children. I relieve myself to you only children. It has been explained to you that I am the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, the one who you souls have been remembering on the path of devotion as God the Father. He is praised as a purifier, the merciful one and the liberator. He is also called the guide. This is the Pandav army. The guide show the path to liberation and liberation in life. People sing, take our boat across. God is definitely called the boatman as well as the master of the garden. He says, you used to be very intoxicated. You were carefree emperor in the golden and silver ages. You had so many riches. At Srinath Dware, they cooked rice food for the bhog they offer. They cook very rich, nourishing food there, whereas they only cook rice and dal at the Jagannath temple. Dirty images of deities are displayed there. All of you are now dirty now. At the Srinath Dwar temple, they make first-class food which they offer to Srinath as bhog. It is then taken by priests who sell it at their stalls. They earn their livelihood through that. Your children are becoming the masters of heaven. Your maids and servants also eat the same food that you eat there. 36 varieties of food are prepared. But you could not eat that much, and so the maids and servants eat it as well. However, you must not simply be happy with that. A whole kingdom is being created. You will live there in a great pleasure and comfort. Your children will receive the fortune of the kingdom of heaven that is being established by the world Almighty authority. It is said, knowledge, devotion, and disinterest. Now there are two types of disinterest. The disinterest of sannyasis is limited. They leave their home and business and go and live in the jungles. They have to bring a lot of benefit to the Bharat in an incognito way. It is said that the gates of heaven open through destruction. In the same way, sannyasi help through purity. This is why their praise is sung in the drama. The father says this knowledge will later disappear. So their disinterest is limited, whereas your is unlimited. The unlimited father inspires you to have this unlimited disinterest. Stay in your household and simply remove everything from your intellects. Their bodies are old. Your 80-foot births are now complete. Forget your bodies and all of your bodily religion and relationships and consider yourself to be the souls. They say that souls are immune to the effort of action, that you can eat and drink whatever you want and you will not be affected in any way. There are many different opinions and many different systems and customs. Whatever ideas someone starts, it just carries on. For instance, some refer to Adi Dev as Mahavir, but then they also call Hanuman Mahavir. In fact, all of you are Mahavirs who gain victory over Maya, but you make effort based on Srimad. You have to create a stage like an Angad, whom Ravan was not able to shake. No matter how many storms of Maya come, you become Mahavir, must not be shaken. You cannot have the stage at this time, but it will be like at the end. No matter how many storms of vicious thoughts come, you must remain unshakable. You should have unadulterated remembrance. No one else should be remembered. A great deal of effort is required for this. Only at the end will you be completely unshakable and immovable. There is a memorial of Achalghar. Above that is Guru Shikhar. You now understand that Shiv Baba is the highest on high. He is the creator. What does he create first? This too should remain in your intellect. Shiv Baba is the highest on high. Then there are Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar, the resident of the substile region. Why is Vishnu shown with 4 arms? It is proof of the household path that they follow. Your path is the household path. Establishment takes place through Brahma. The Brahmin religion is the highest of all. You are even more elevated than the deities because you do service. You carry out establishment of the deity's religion and you then become the masters of the world. The one Father is the highest of all, that is only Shiv Baba and no one else is worthy of praise. The principal birthday is Shiv Baba's, because no one else does as much service. Lakshmi and Narayan just experienced their reward. It is now the time of settlement for everyone. Initially, it is the Father who is worshipped. That worship is unadulterated. Worship has now become completely adulterated. Starting with Shiv Baba, you know everyone's occupation. You are now sitting with Baba in practical. You understand that you are once again making Bharat into heaven. Those who create it will then go and rule there. There will be the dynasty of Lakshmi and Narayan and then of Rama. Now, what benefit is there in worshipping them? They have to descend. They simply experience that rewards, that's all. You are now becoming worthy of worship from the worshippers. You understand what happens on the path of devotion and how you take your 63 births. You are now Brahmins. Then from Brahmins, you go through the deity where we are merchant and Shudras caste. This drama is externally fixed. No one can stop it. This is the game of somersaulting. People go on a pilgrimage while somersaulting. Previously, the game of somersaulting while on a pilgrimage was considered very important. Now, so many different opinions has emerged. No one except the one Father can grant liberation or liberation in life. You now have liberation in one eye and liberation in life in the other. Your intellect says we are lighthouse. You are the lighthouses who show human beings to path. First of all, you have to return to your sweet home. This play is now to an end. You children understand that this true Gita is being created so that those who are weak can study it and become strong. Everything else is to be destroyed. The same Gita will be created again. They quote a verse from the Gita and then explain the meaning of it. It says in the Gita, God speak. It was God who spoke the Gita. But people don't understand that. The Father says, I cannot be found by studying those scriptures. I come when devotion ends. Knowledge is the day and devotion is the night. For half a cycle, it is a kingdom of Ravan. Ravan is not visible. It can be understood with the intellect. When someone has an evil spirit of lust and someone has an evil spirit of anger. These words of impurity are not used in the golden age. Here, people continue to insult one another. None of these things exist in the golden age. You now understand that the Father, the purifier, is the creator of heaven. He creates heaven and then hides himself away. No one is able to know him. Even though there is an image of Shiv, but people don't understand anything about when or how Shiv Baba came, what the significance of Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar is, or where they reside. How did Lakshmi and Narayan claim such an elevated kingdom in heaven? They don't exist in the Iron Age. You now understand how they claim their kingdom. You children have to study very well with the Father and then teaches others. The Father says to all his children, my long lost and now found children, oh my saligrams, I enter this body to explain to you. I have adopted this body of Brahma. Brahmins are created through Brahma. People don't object when you go to the other satsang, but they do object when you come here. Quarrels take place due to poison. It is about this that the Father says this poison causes you sorrow from the beginning, through the middle to the end. This is the number one enemy. Conquer this enemy of lust, the enemy that has caused you sorrow from the beginning through the middle to the end. This is why people called out, O purifier, come. They know that they are very impure. That is why they go and bow their heads in front of pure one. Sannyasis attracts others with their purity, and this is why they are given a high status. They also think that no one throughout the world of Bharat is as elevated as they are. You Shaktis also shot the arrows at them. If it had been a question of physical arrows, it would have been said that it was God who inspired them to shoot with these arrows. Those arrows were of knowledge. You are Brahma Kumaris, but they called you Brahma Kumaris. They say that the Brahma element of light is God. The Father says that is their Brahma, imagination. Many sannyasis come to you. Many eminent people also go to the sannyasis. They say, Mahatma Ji, come, we will offer you food. They offer them very good hospitality. They are a symbol of purity. Nowadays, many robbers dress as sannyasis. You are completely honest and you are also Raj Rishis. You now understand everything from the top to the bottom. You understand that you will become deities like Lakshmi and Narayan and claim their reward. Halfway through the cycle, when other religions come, war begins. All of that is fixed in the drama. You have become knowledgeful, having come to know the supreme region, the subtle region, and the physical worlds, also the beginning, the middle, and the end of the cycle, world cycle. You also understand the cycle in order to become ruler of the globe. Lakshmi and Narayan were the king and queen with a double crown in Bharat. Those with a single crown bow down to them. They had the power of purity. In the golden age, they were completely viceless. People sing, "You are completely viceless," because of all divine virtues. Why do they sing this praise? Because they themselves are vicarious worshippers. The whole play is based on Bharat. There was a double crown and then a single crown, and now there is no crown. You have come to understand the whole world cycle. You now understand who is the creator, the director, the principal actor is. You will become then deities. The dirt of Maya is being washed off you. The father says, "I am the laundryman and also the greatest goldsmith." Your ornaments are now put in a furnace. You will then become real ornaments. The father is also the barrister who releases you from the jail of five vices. He liberates you. You are in the jail of Raman. Baba give you legal advice. Baba is giving you legal advice on how you can be free from this jail. The father says, "I carry out my task and give you the fortune of the kingdom, then I disappear." You become happy. Once you have claimed their kingdom, I will go into the retirement. Acha, who are the most fortunate one? Baba says the Kumaris are the most fortunate one. Baba say, "I fulfill my duty. You are impure and unhappy and you cry out. Therefore, father's duty is to grant the children liberation and liberation in life. There is no one else who can grant liberation. Those people give themselves many titles, but they are completely wrong. The intellects of human beings are completely without love at the time of destruction. You children continue to say Baba, Baba. However, people don't understand the significance of this. They think that you are perhaps remembering this Baba. You children know that Baba has made you into the master of heaven innumerable times. This is your godly birth. The father says, "Remember me alone." It is this that require efforts. Acha. Essence for the dharana. First point, study well with the father and teaches other. Become a lighthouse and show everyone the path to liberation and liberation in life. Second point, to imbibe. Stay in unadulterated remembrance of the one father and thereby create an unshakable and immovable stage for yourself. Become a great warrior. Blessing for today is, may you be generous hearted and by having a Lokik exchange of give and take become full of all specialities. Detail: when you go to a mela, you give some money and receive something in return. Before you receive anything, you have to give something. So, too, in this spiritual mela, you take something from Baba, Father, or from someone else. That is, you imbibe it in yourself. When you imbibe a virtue or a speciality, ordinariness finish. By imbibing virtues, your weakness automatically finish. This become a form of giving. Be generous at every second in this give and take, and you will become full of all specialties. Slogan for today is experiment, prayog with your specialties and you will experience progress, pragati at every step. I am repeating, experiment with your specialties and you will receive progress at every step. Acha, Om Shanti.